Alright, good morning. I'm going to be showing you guys a morning mobility routine specifically for the joints. This is something that I've been doing for a few years now. Off and on, I might do a little bit more stretching, but other than that, these circular rotations have done wonders for my joints. I've been training for a while, and this is something that I think has helped me and will definitely help you guys. I started off with neck rotations, forward, side to side, and around. I then go to shoulder rotations. I do both shoulders at the same time, really trying to pull up, back, and down. And I do forward and back. Remember, 10 is the minimum. I'm only doing a small amount of rotations for the sake of time, but definitely 10 is the minimum. Now I'm doing arm circular rotations. I'm really trying to stretch up and back, stretch forward, up and back, really trying to create space in between your joints and using the strength of your body to pull back, not too much to where you are hurting yourself, but just enough to increase your range of motion over time. So front, back, right, and left side are performed for one arm circular rotations. Noticing that I'm really pulling back because that shoulder has been giving me issues. Alright, I shake it off. The sequence doesn't really matter. I like to go from head to toe. Sometimes I forget which ones I needed to do and I'll go back. So this one's called the thoracic spine rotation. I don't remember where I saw this, but once I started implementing it, I really enjoyed the feeling that I got in my thoracic spine. Next is the wrist rotations. I spent a lot of time on the computer at work, and this has come in clutch. Alright, so next is the elbow rotation, internal rotation and external rotation. Both feel very good on the shoulder and definitely on the elbows. Alright, I start off with hip rotations or hula hoops. Some people call them hula hoops. I start with a very minimal range of motion and then I work my range of motion a little bit deeper. You hear a lot of pops, a lot of stretching, especially in the hamstring and hips. Sometimes if you can, you keep your knees straight. I'd like to bend them just a little bit to get a little extra stretch on my upper hamstrings. But this one is crucial for me and for anybody who might have stiff hips. Alright, so now I will be doing the knee rotations. I like to get my leg in this position because I feel it gives my knee traction. I like that feel of traction. If you have balance issues, grab a PVC pipe. That PVC pipe will help you stabilize a little bit better. Alright, so I'm doing leg rotations. This one really opens up the hips, and then I am now working on internal external rotation of the hips. Again, remember 10 rotations per exercise. So ideally, depending on how fast you go, this sequence can last anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. If you are older, I recommend doubling it. So if it's 10 for maybe younger folks, I would probably do 20 for you. And if you are maybe riddled with injuries, let's say in your lower limbs or your upper limbs, I would increase the amount of rotations for your upper limbs, right? If you have injury on your lower limbs, then increase the amount of rotations for your lower limbs. And then lastly, I'm doing ankle rotations. Enjoy.